recording's going. Here's my picture. Here's my thing. Let's get into some charts. Now that everything's sorted. Got the power back on, got the camera focused, got the microphone going. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content, if you're on YouTube. We do this every Tuesday at 5. How do you turn off the closed captions? I have no idea. It beats me. I don't even see an option for that on my side. Anybody know anything about that? All right. Get out of these slides here. All right. More slides for later. So let's start out with, just rebooted everything. It's going to load up Bitcoin, it looks like. Let's jump over to S&P, the thing we like to talk about. So last week, we were here on the 21st, right? A week ago. We were down here with this green candle on the 21st. This one right here. That one right there. Anybody remember what I said? 4,800 to 4,850 by the end of the year, right? Put a green circle up here. Look at what we did this morning. Expand up, pull down, expand up. Here we go. Came up 2 points shy on the ES, but the SPX itself got well into 4,800. 4,807, is that the high? High 4,807, yeah. So, boom, that's why you come, right? For those that were in Discord, we did do a XSP trade. That's a XSP. It was a mini SPX options index. We played options on this. I bought, what was it, like a 53 cent or no, 35 cent. It was a 35-cent option, and it went to over $3. Some like 700%. We just got a little piece out of here on this. I've been riding futures since last week. I went long both micro E-mini, micro ES, MES. If you're not familiar, MES1 exclamation point. Went long on that one, and went long on micro NQ, which they are 1/10 the risk, or 1/10 the margin requirement to buy into these. Now my stop on this one is just down right below here right now. I don't want to see this go much deeper on the 15-minute. And ES, I'm down a little bit further, down right in this consolidation right here. Since this dip went deeper than this and it hadn't hit the 144 EMA, I'm actually down here with my stop all the way down at this prior consolidation from the 27th, which was yesterday. So down here, before the open. Now, just to show, let's pop into my Discord real quick. Jump into Trader Talk. Roll down to the current. And I want to show you the positions just so you know I'm not full of malarkey. Let's see where I posted those. Right there they are. Right there they are. Open original. Can I zoom it up any? Yes, I can. There. So these are my current active positions. Entry price was 45.5375. And for micro NQ, 15,625.50. Probably the single biggest trade I have made on futures with micro ES and micro NQ going at the same time. That's a unrealized profit. Was banging at $3 grand today. I think it's backed off to 2,800 right, just right at the close. So there it is, right? I walked my, talk the talk, and I walked the walk, and I did the trade that I said I was that I would do to get this move. the prediction I called. So right there, 45.53 was the entry. So I did that right down in here. You know, if you didn't see it, hold on one second. Right there's the numbers. Should be on the screen right now. Those were the entries. Now, those weren't in a service. Those were just, I just mentioned them in Discord. So they're in the Trader Talk channel if you're in Discord. I've been updating it for days. I've been in them for days. I haven't gotten out of them. Just been moving up the stops, moving up the stops. So you can see the stop trail, and my stop profit would be $1,000 on that. These are $5 points. So make $1,000 on $5 points, and then in queue over here is $2 points. So make $1,500 on. Yeah, that's quite a few points locked in. I've got a take profit limit, maybe about a little shy of $2,000 on if it hit 49.50. If it hits 18,000, make about a little shy of about 47.50. So we'll see if it actually gets that far. I have a feeling it'll hit the stops before it hits the targets. So these H22 contracts are March 22 futures contracts. I probably won't be in it much past another week or so, would be my guess. I think we're gonna get some volatility coming into the new year. I did expect this ramp up, so I did do a trade on XSP, and that was in the Trader Talk too. If we look at XSP, search for it. Let's see right there. There was the exit right there on 12/23, and the entry was up here somewhere. I can look over here, I guess. That right there would be the entry. Nope, that wasn't it. That was the one before. Lost on that one. Right. Somewhere right here. XSP. There's the entry right there. 12/22. So I got in 12/22 with the next day expiring. This was last Friday or last Wednesday. Last Wednesday to Thursday. So I bought in right there. Rolled down the next day. And got out. I was updating along the way with some updates. And then did get out right there for $3. No, I don't post them on Telegram. I'm limited on Telegram, so I don't go on Telegram anymore. Everything's in Discord. This wasn't an Echo trade, so it's not in Echo Trades alerts. This was just in Trader Talk, open for all. So it wasn't an Echo Trade setup. If you're asking. All right. I did predict it right here on the Tuesday free session. Told you it was going up. So anybody that's in any service is free to talk in Trader Talk. All you have to do is join me. Get into Discord. All right. So where are we going from here? Well, we did hit this resistance right there at the 4,800 and we came right into it. So we're probably going to pull back, which we have pulled back a little bit. We're likely to test this 144 EMA on the 15-minute. If it doesn't hold, we'll get a deeper retrace, probably back to this prior consolidation area back here. If it does hold, then we're probably going to pop right on up and hit the next fib level up there, about 48.50. 48.50 comes from the higher time frame. I'll have to zoom out more. We got to zoom back in. So this bigger pullback, 48.50, comes off of the 686 level from back here. So, all right, moving on. NQ. Talked enough about that one. NQ has firmly confirmed the move above the 618 level. We have not gotten up to prior high yet. Still got some room to go. So this right here, still, it was just a little consolidation in here. I still expect this run up to this target area around 17,000. And my contract at 18,000, that's an awful lofty goal. As I said, I probably won't hit it before I hit the stop. So I keep trailing that one up to key support levels on smaller time frames. Looking for that move up to at least 17,100. That'll be just an awesome move right there. We still got that left. That could happen this week. I don't know if it will or not. We'll see. This was take a look at this move right here off the bottom from the 21st. Up till yesterday. If we did that again, starting tomorrow, you can see we can well exceed that target. That's not out of the reach right there. We can almost get to the stretch goal of 1618. All righty. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. We do have a long echo trade on Apple. Oh, that's nice. Anybody still with me? Driver crashed.
A few moments later.
Apparently, the Apple gods didn't like me talking about Apple. Where'd the chat go here? Sorry about that. Computer completely rebooted. It just went black and rebooted. So let's see. Do we have sound? Sound now? Sound now? Sound now? No sound, no sound. We can hear. Sound okay? You guys hear me? Okay. All right. So back to it, Apple. If I can get the chart to work. All right. I had a long echo trade that triggered on the 30-minute chart on Apple right over here. When we cleared the pivots, that was right in here. The targets are going to be way on up here. Too late for some people, probably. If you're in my alert services, you got the alerts. 186 is the first target up here. And second target is going to be up here around 191 area. So if you wanted to try to catch that, I mean, it's still a $5 to $10 move from where we are right now, around the close here. So this is, it's still a potential trade. It's still set up, and with that move on possible on NQ, looking into the end of the week, into the new year, and we're looking at a move like this potentially, and that could take Apple right up there, $3 trillion, right, to Apple. Russell over here, jump back out to the daily. This is small cap stuff. Still kind of banging on that trend line there. It took that diversion out, came back all the way to the bottom trend line, and all we can say is volatility, right? It pulled back off of hitting that upper trend line there. Need to break above it. Need to break out above this upper consolidation we've been in for weeks and weeks and weeks. Breaking out of there sets this up to rip out of here. All right. Now, how would you trade Russell? When you go over to our old buddy IWM here. That one's coming up a little, that trend line's a little higher on IWM. So, but breaking out of there sets us up for a move in something like this. Some targets up there. All right. So, all right, Steven, let's see if you can help with the question there. All right, oil. Let's just kind of hit the highlights here. I lost a couple minutes, so I'll go a little longer today than normal since I crashed out and rebooted. We're in this resistance zone I mentioned we were going to get to. Breaking out of here firmly sets us up to get up back up to all-time high. Really sets up the move. And we'll retest this resistance at 86 if we can break out of this consolidation we are now. This orange box we're at right now, that was the target area for this pullback right here. We had into the 20th, ripping out of here. We're reaching the targets, so we could expect a slowdown, maybe a retrace before the next leg higher. But if we just cruise on through this area, it's also where the 618 is where we stopped, right at the, that's where the top of the candle closes today, amazingly enough. So if we break through there tomorrow, we could be back up in the 85 area. Everybody was loving that $3 and $4 gas, right? So breaking back up there, get that. We could see a quick price accumulation up to 100 even, right into the new year. So watch out for that one. Breaking above here gets us into this area, breaking through there can set us up to zoom on up there. All right, so watch out for oil moves. If you wanted to play oil, my favorite way to play oil is with UCO. This one just makes really nice moves. It's liquid most of the time, has nice options chains. So UCO is my preferred way to play. And you can see the 2618 up there around 110. And I was kind of expecting this move earlier in the year up to potentially 150 on UCO. If oil really breaks out to 100, UCO could be 150. It already was at 100 just before this recent pullback. Back in October, November, we were up around 100. So, all right. Popping on down to GC. Stuck in this consolidation box. Got to get out to go higher. Yesterday, I was in a gold trade. It stopped me out. Yesterday morning, I got in, and it stopped me out yesterday afternoon. And I haven't got back in because I haven't seen anything that wasn't just overlapping and sloppy. Looking at the 15-minute down here, I did get in yesterday on this retest of the pivot over here. Got in and rode this up a little bit, and it reversed on me right in here, stopped me back out for about 10 bucks. I was playing the micro GC. It's $10 points. So I got 1 point out of GC, and regular GC is $100 points. So micro is $10. I got a whopping 1 point, $1 move out of GC. It did pop up there this morning and then retraced all the way back down. So just not breaking out. That's all I can say about that part. So our good old favorite Bitcoin here has, let's pop up to 4-hour chart and talk about this. I was posting this chart earlier today. So we came down here and we tested this. We made a low, we retested a couple times, and we've made arguably a 5-wave move up to this point right here. Today, all the way back down to the 618 and this prior weekly pivot over here. This week's pivot didn't even really slow it down at all. We went right back to last week's pivot. Price has a tendency to visit these pivots over and over. So extrapolating that pivot over just a little bit, you can see we touched right down in there. That's kind of where we found and where we are right now, it looks like, in the live price of Bitcoin. This thing needs to make some green candles. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 4-hour candles in a row. They're red. We need some green candles to find some support right here. If it can start looking like something that gets up through that pivot and then makes a new high, then we can probably see a run back up to this area I was talking about last week, around 5,800. We have found resistance at that 144 EMA on the daily, which says that we may see a lower low. That's the 4-hour. So on the daily, That's where that orange line was coming from that we kind of stopped at. That's the 144 EMA. Turning down there kind of sets this up for a lower low. So be prepared for a lower low on Bitcoin. Could happen, won't necessarily happen, doesn't have to happen. If this support right here holds, then we're going up. If this support just all fails, could make a lower low than we had just mid-month, and we could make a lower low than we had back here at the beginning of the month. All right. Probably not the best thing that everybody was looking for on Bitcoin heading into the new year, but this thing could get a deeper retrace. Just throwing that out there. Caution. If you're super exposed to Bitcoin, make sure, take care of yourself. Now, Ethereum, it's tested this daily 144 EMA a few times now. Today, coming all the way back down in that vicinity once again. So we need that 144 to hold right there. We need that to hold. Holding sets us up to retest this high zone once again. Right in here. Come back up to that resistance, getting above that resistance, sets up the pattern bullish. And we can start looking for some targets. I cover this stuff in my crypto power plays stuff. So yeah, you can buy puts on Mara, you can buy puts on Beto as far as protecting from a down in Bitcoin. BITO is the ETF for the futures on Bitcoin. And if we add on Bitcoin USD right there, we can see that they track pretty tightly together. Pretty tightly on the daily chart. So if you're exposed on Bitcoin, you can buy some BITO puts potentially and have yourself covered. Do a bear put spread if you don't want to have super huge exposure. All right. So that's a possible play right there. Just keep an eye on it. We break through that support and it's going lower low. That's, that'll be the high probability move is a lower low. All right. If we hold support, the higher probability move is to go to a high. We got to break above that, set it up. All right. Moving on down. I probably got time for like 3 requests if anybody's got a request. We've covered all the major big ones. First 3 requests, I'll take them. Going once, going twice, let me know in the chat. Dogecoin, that one's going down. She's going lower low. That one's been unable to even test the 144 EMA or here on the daily. It's going for a lower low. Turn off Bitcoin there so we see the prices. It's going to make something lower than 12, maybe back to 7. All right. All right, rolling back up here. Second request was NVIDIA. Got my boys some 3070s for Christmas. I was supporting the move up here. Looks like a bullish setup right there. And it looks like a possible echo trade. If that's something you know how to figure out, you might measure that one and see. It certainly looks like that pullback in this setup right there. Certainly with a daily cross right there and the 30-minute pullback, I could set you up real for a nice run here. Let's clean off some of this chart. Talk about what this pullback might mean on this daily chart here. We've had a pullback, right? Had the high back here right before US Thanksgiving. High right there. We had this low right down here on the 20th last week. There is a resistance coming up at the 618 level right there around 318. Did pull back a little bit today. That potential zone there. Yeah, it looks like so coming over here to this prior high. Yeah, we tested that resistance right there today. So watch from break up through there. That's a confirmation long right there on the daily. Maybe a move like that. Now, if it can't do that, if it doesn't get back above this prior high and this high now, it can't do that at all. Lower low and potentially a return down to this 144 EMA on the daily. Potentially lower than that low. If that doesn't hold, we see a move on down to here. All right, so that's the two paths for NVIDIA. Either we break up through, which if NQ gets this monster potential run up to those targets for NASDAQ, it could take NVIDIA, being a major player, could go with it. All right, next one I see, Msft, that'll be number 3. Well, that one looks like, let's clear off the prior drawings here. Just running the fib right here. From that high, right there back in November, down to this low we had on, looks like the 17th of December. Today, kind of confirming the move. You know, it didn't really retrace deeply. So yesterday it popped up, broke above this prior high. That's a higher high. It does have another high to clear right there. Seems to have slightly kind of found a little, doesn't that kind of look like a twin right there? Slightly. So breaking above sets us up to run up to this new all-time high 358. Above there, 369. If for some reason, excuse me, for some reason we get some price failure in NQ, it could be on the path to revisit this 144 EMA. So just watch out. That's the two paths. All right. All right. That's my 3 for tonight. I'm kind of running longer than 30 minutes here. I did crash out, so I went a little longer. Let's hop over to a little slideshow. Nothing to sell tonight, just an invitation to come join me tomorrow for some more awesome predictions. So I appreciate you coming in tonight. Like I said, every Tuesday, 5 p.m. we do this, 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you like these free webinars, I've got great news. I'll be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be talking about my 3 biggest, boldest predictions for 2022. If you've been coming to virtually any of my meetings, you know I have a knack for forecasting market moves, like this S&P 500 call I did last week. And tomorrow, I want to share my 3 big, bold predictions for the new year, 2022. I'll talk about why, the whys, why I predict them, why I think it's going to happen. And most importantly, we're going to talk about how to play them, how to take advantage. You know, what kind of move, what kind of trades you need to be doing to take advantage of these moves. This event is totally free. No charge. You just come, all you have to do is sign up. And I want you to sign up right now. I'm going to give you a link to sign up to make sure you're there tomorrow. And if you drop in your mobile number on that second page, you'll get a cool bonus report that we set up just for you. So just go to jeffreytrader.com/bold and you'll be signed up for tomorrow's event. Nothing to buy, nothing. I'm not selling anything right now, just making some awesome predictions. So come join us tomorrow, jeffreytrader.com/bold. Sign up to come to the event tomorrow. If you're watching this on YouTube, hopefully you are catching it before we do the event tomorrow, December 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern. And make sure you like and subscribe for more content on YouTube. Kevin, I use free charts on TradingView, so those ads just keep on popping up. I can close it all the time, but it keeps popping right back up. I use free charts because I like to make this available for everybody. Everything I use can be run on free TradingView. Everything I do. Just blow up the rocket. Yeah. All right. Any questions? Free event tomorrow. Making 3 big bold predictions. And you'll find out what else I have in store. So thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you.